Why? What? Where? Who? When? How? These are the questions that came to my mind when I first heard about COVID-19 and the lockdown 2020. So these were the questions I knew I had to ask myself as I was reflecting on my breakdown of COVID-19 into COVID-20 ways to unlock the genie within. So with this video, I share with you my reflections and answers to these questions, and I hope to inspire you to do the same. Hi everyone, I'm Ronak and welcome to Mi&u. So before I begin, just a quick note to all who haven't yet watched the first video. I truly recommend you go ahead and watch it first so that you also have your breakdown of COVID-19 to your COVID-20 ways and words to empower you into unlocking your genie within. You'll find the link to the video in the description box below. So continuing from where I left in the first part, my breakdown of COVID-19 led me to COVID-20 spontaneous words: creativity, connection, confidence, change, originality, optimize or laugh, optimist, vision, values, vibes, victory, ikigai, intuition, innovate, immunity, declutter, Disney quotes to live by, do it and dare to dream big. But as easy as it was to break it all down and talk about it, but as easy as it all sounded, walking the talk was a whole different game. So even though a part of me knew that these 20 words carried with them the power to help me unlock the genie within, the power to help me transform myself, I realized that unless I grounded this need to unlock the genie within with a strong sense of why, the commitment I needed to literally inhale these words and live by these words was not going to happen. It would be just one of those talked about, spoke about, read about things that I hope to one day accomplish. Unless I walked the talk, it was not enough. And that's the reason I always say, are you willing to walk with me? Because this channel is all about walking the talk and living it. And that's the reason I haven't set a fixed time and day for uploading these videos, because I'm actually living it and walking the talk and sharing this journey with you all by creating these videos, hoping to inspire you to do the same. So are you ready to walk with me? Because unless we each walk the talk, the change that we want to see in our world is not going to happen. And I would love for you to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And don't forget to click on that notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload a video. So as we walk together today, my wish for you is that you also ask yourself the same questions and find out what answers come to you from within. So the first step is all about starting with why and what. Why do I want to unlock the genie within? Is it just because I'm feeling like a genie trapped in the lamp during this lockdown? After all, as soon as the lockdown is over, the feeling will go away. So why do I want to unlock the genie within? And what does this genie mean in the first place? As I was reflecting on it, I was reminded of my commitment to my own self, of giving my best, of doing my best to fulfill my dream of building Mi&u and living up to my highest potential. My dream of wanting to find out what all I'm capable of was so strong that I realized that unless I changed from my old self into a newer self, unless I transformed, the things that I wanted to accomplish in life would be just a dream that I dreamt of. For the person who's dreaming it is different than the person who's living it. Which meant that I had to change myself from the person who was dreaming it to becoming the person who was living it. And they both are clearly very different people. And that's what Unlocking the Genie was going to help me do. Empower me to confidently change myself into becoming the person who was living the dreams. And that's when it sunk in. That genie meant the dormant powers and the forces that lay within me. Those untapped powers that I have and you do too, but which lay trapped and locked up inside a lamp since thousands of years. So the next step was all about what and where. What is this lamp that the genie is trapped in? And where is this lamp? As I was reflecting on it, I realized that the answer was quite simple. The lockdown which confined me inside my own home, which confined me into solitude, was reflecting back to me that somewhere the genie part of me was confined inside my own mind and body. The genie within was trapped inside this conditioned lamp of mind and body, and it was all locked up in a program. It was all locked up by a program. And that's when I finally understood why, no matter how hard I tried in life, no matter how hard I worked in life, I couldn't go beyond the restrictions of my own limitations, because my own mind and body was the lamp in which the genie, the dormant powers and the forces were trapped in. And it was all locked up by a program. That's when it suddenly struck me that just as Aladdin had entered the Cave of Wonders in search for a lamp, so had I entered this planet Earth in search for my lamp. But unlike Aladdin, who didn't get tempted by the jewels and the riches around him, unfortunately, I had fallen into the temptations of endless distractions and illusions as soon as I entered the planet Earth. Until this lockdown made me feel like the genie trapped in the lamp. Until this lockdown made me realize that my own mind and body was the lamp and the genie within was waiting to be unlocked. So the next step was all about what and who. What is the key to unlocking the genie from the lamp? What is the key to unlocking the dormant powers and the forces from this programmed mind and body? And who has the key? Now that was easy. Just like Aladdin, didn't I have to rub the lamp thrice? No. That's when I realized this lamp of mind and body was locked up by a program. It was covered with dust of conditioning from endless millennia. And unlocking it required a set of passwords. Which is where my breakdown of COVID-19 came to rescue. These 20 words were a set of key passwords which were going to help me unlock the genie from the lamp. This set of 20 key passwords were going to help me unlock the dormant powers and the forces from this programmed mind and body. That's when it suddenly dawned on me. I have the key. I always had the key. These keywords were always there with me, but I'd never thought of using them because I'd never strongly felt like a genie trapped in the lamp until this lockdown 2020 happened. So whatever your 20 words are from your breakdown of COVID-19, whatever came to you spontaneously, just trust them enough to be your guideline. For that's going to help you start small but strong. For me, it were these 20 words. So the next step is all about when and how. How should I be using these 20 key passwords? When will they help me unlock the genie within? As I was reflecting on it, I was directed back towards my first question. Why did I want to unlock the genie within? Which was to transform myself to becoming the person who was living the dreams. but which was currently restricted by a program. Pretty much as the current lockdown had me restricted inside my own home. So the answer was to use these key passwords towards my why. To use these 20 words towards transforming myself. For it's only when I set an intention to use them, for it's only when I start inhaling them, breathing them, living them, acting upon them, directing them towards my why, will they collectively empower me into unlocking the genie within, which is going to be the basis for my next 4 videos. But for now, what is your breakdown of COVID-19? What are your 20 key passwords? Why do you want to unlock the genie within? I look forward for you to sharing it all with me in the comments below. I thank you all for walking with me today. I truly appreciate all your likes, shares, subscribes and comments.